little frost on the windshield this morning. How'd you get over there? Not getting any help from me. You got over there somehow. Come on, let's go. All right, different area. I threw some duck carcasses out here and they are gone. All gone but the feathers. So there's a spare spot here. I think I'll throw in a set here. Maybe see if I can find another spot, throw in another set. In the past I've had luck along that edge at the edge of this field along those cattails. Especially once that lake freezes over, coyotes tend to walk across that lake and then walk along the edge of this field and then walk through behind me. So we'll give it a whirl. I don't think I can. Boy, there's some kind of track there. Yeah, I think maybe perhaps coyote. My feet are wet. The rain doesn't look like it's going to stop. That's what you want. You want to set your sets in the mud during the front that goes through. And then it'll be nice so that the traps can just sit there and soak. That makes sense. I had a cover crop in here this fall. Look at how some of the stuff is growing. Radishes and turnips. Pretty good growth for around here. Guys, look at this cover crop, my goodness. Well, there's a little bit of volunteer wheat from the gleaner combines that left, but look at these radishes and turnips. My goodness. It's Halloween today, October 31st. Amazing. Anyways, I know from past experiences that this little tiny tree here usually has a coon trail running by it. And maybe the deer, I don't know. Deer and coon and whatnot, I can see it. Maybe you can't, but I can see it. Every year it's there. Every year, coyotes run along this edge. And by coyotes, I mean maybe two. The problem with this is that it's down in this low area, and in order for me to check it, I have to open up a gate and drive in here, and that is not my style. I hope I'm not the only one that's that lazy. So I'm going to take a chance this year, and I'm going to go away from there a bit. I'm going to set it on top of this hill somewhere so that I can see it from the road, and I don't have to be opening up gates every day, making tracks through the field every day. But it's thick in here. I don't know where to put it. Look at that cover crop. Look at it. I already have these flax bales. Maybe you guys aren't very familiar with flax, but this is what flax looks like when it's young. Must have been a John Deere combine that combined this field. Left a lot in the field. Anyways, we got these flax bales sitting on the end of it, and there's this edge, kind of a gravel pit area up here. And so I'm thinking this is kind of a magnet for some critters, maybe skunk. There goes a pheasant. Like I see this trail here. I'm going to look for some scat. Wouldn't surprise me if I found skunk, coon, or coyote in this. There's a trail going across this rock pile. I don't know what would do that. There's some scat. Skunk. And tracks. That looks skunky to me. Excellent. I'm going to set them up for coyote right away because it's quite possible coyote falls into the trap, and I don't want a small trap with a coyote. That doesn't work. Hey, there's a snake skin. But I can just imagine skunks loving these bales. Whenever I see a row of hay bales, straw bales, whatever it is, I usually try to set on them. So we'll set and see what we get. Look at this nice cover crop of mallow. Okay, this will be the last set for the day. I probably got in about 11 sets so far. I'm going to make 1 or 2 more here. My feet are soaked. The wind is worse and the rain is worse. Too, there's these Russian olive trees here, and there's lots of deer trails. Lots of deer. I haven't looked real carefully, but I haven't seen any other sign yet. I see this little rock pile here, and then the neighboring field is corn with this wetland here. So I'm thinking it's a good spot. Here's a trail here going under the fence. Thinking it's a good spot for coon anyways. Maybe, I don't know. But I think I'm going to set one up here at this rock pile. I like rock piles. And then maybe one down there further along those Russian olives. And then I think I'm going to burn up the rest of my gusto that doesn't stink. That's weird. On one of these fence posts here for the long call effect. Where would you set here? I drove all over here. Last year I set up by those bales. Those bales were there last year yet. Nothing. I set up by those tree rows last year. Nothing. So I'll try this. Let's see. Last one in my oily, dirty, full of hydraulic fluid coveralls, and I've worn the same gloves all day today. I think I've spilled every winter bait on them. I don't think it's gonna matter. Alright.